so far, flag to flag in our first two features this afternoon. And I believe pretty much flag to flag in the heats. We did have one compact race that had to have a restart.
Once again, it's very simple. For the 28 of Sean Amor, he'll takes the green flag next time by. He will clinch the 2015 Lucas Oil Raceway Stock Car Series presented by Visit Hendricks County Championship. And it took a lot for Amor and his team to even get here this weekend. A hard crash last weekend at Winchester Speedway. The crew worked all throughout the week to get that car back into racing condition. And so far, so good for Amor, setting fast time earlier today, his fourth consecutive.
Josh Timmerman, Terry Fisher Jr. in row number one. They race to turn number 4. The green flag is about to fly, and we're going to be underway at Lucas Oil Raceway as this one has begun. 30 laps they will go. The Vore's Welding CRA late model Sportsman into the lead. The 28 cars in first and second. No relationship there. The 28 of Fisher leads. Amor runs second.
The pair of black and red number 28. It's kind of like deja vu from a month ago in the CRA Fall Brawl for the CRA Late Model Sportsman Series. Leader lap 1, Terry Fisher Jr., the 28F. Right behind him, All-Star Performance, Scorpion Racing Parks, Fast Qualifier, Sean Amor.
Battle starting to brew for 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. It's led by Timmerman in the 09, Van Alst running in 4th in the 35. Rounding out the top 5, the series champion, the 7 of Jason Atkinson. Billy Van Meter's there in the 23 as well.
Battle up front. Terry Fisher Jr., your leader. On the high side, Sean Amor, newly crowned Lucas Oil Raceway Stock Car Series champion. Looking to put an exclamation point on his year here in the Circle Cities. He looks to get by Terry Fisher Jr. and the almost identical black and red number 28.
Again, Amor, better run, still a little bit free. Coming off of turn number 4, he's still looking to the inside. He actually had to go down the banking some, now slides back up the track in turn 1. Fisher hangs on to the lead. 3 laps in the books. Amor has a pretty good car. It's just a tad bit on the free side, but that will help him rotate on the inside lane.
Fisher trying to make that a high lane work as they come out of turn number 4. Amor with the advantage, slight advantage, but Fisher with a strong momentum off that high side. Already 4 laps completed, 26 laps to go. Fisher Jr. race leader, Sean Amor second, Josh Timmerman third. To battle now for 4th. The 35 of Greg Van Alst, the 7 Jason Atkinson, 23 of Billy Van Meter.
Atkinson on the inside, Van Alst on the outside is for the 4th position. Atkinson trying to take the spot away. Hasn't been able to clear him yet. He's real close to being able to do so, and he does. Coming off of turn number 4, the Oak Motors number 7 of Jason Atkinson up to the 4th spot. He's going to go right after Timmerman, who was nearly up in the wall in turn 1 as he took it right up along the outside retaining wall. Leading the way, the 28 of Fisher. Running second is Amor. Amor's actually slipped back a car length or 2. The 7 of Atkinson on the inside lane. On the outside is Timmerman. The battle for 3rd. Atkinson, he's going to make the move, and Jason Atkinson takes over 3rd. Timmerman again real close to the outside wall in turn number 1 as the lead duo has built up a sizable advantage over 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th.
Terry Fisher Jr. continues to show the way. The Cohegan Air Conditioning Chevrolet from Fort Wayne, Indiana. Trailing him is the Whitman Auto Sales Chevrolet, also numbered number 28 in black and red as well. Sean Amor in the 28 car. Jason Atkinson now in 3rd by himself as he tries to get away from 4th, 5th, and 6th and tries to reel in your 2 race leaders.
As we watch the leaders also looking deep in the field, the 31 car of Bishak, 29 of Blair racing with one another. Blair's got some smoke coming out of his car, and we'll see how long that holds on for Steve Blair in the 29. He and Bishak still going at it, coming off of 4.
Blair with a little bit of smoke now from the 29 machine as Bishak trying to get by before something perhaps breaking on the 29 machine. More towards the front. It is still Fisher and Amor, 1 and 2. Atkinson by himself in 3rd. Timmerman in 4th. The battle now for 5th. Billy Van Meter to the inside of Greg Van Alst going into turns 1 and 2.
Black flag coming out for the 29 of Blair as that smoke has gotten worse as this race has gone on. So Blair has been sent to the pits. Blair sees the black flag, will go pit side with that heavy smoke. And the 29 ending his afternoon early.
1/3 of the way through the Budweiser King of the Track Championship Sunday for the CRA Late Model Sportsman Series. It is 10 laps completed, 20 laps to go. Terry Fisher Jr. continues to lead the 28. Sean Amor also the 28. Riding in second, but Jason Atkinson is closing the gap in a hurry, the number 7.
Atkinson is closing the gap. It was a little over a straightaway for a short time, but now it's less than a half straightaway as Atkinson not closing it quickly, but still closing it nonetheless. And Amor has fallen back a couple of car lengths from the other 28 car, your leader, Terry Fisher Jr.
Behind Atkinson, Josh Timmerman still in 4th spot in that Families for Hope Chevrolet. Billy Van Meter is right there, though, in the 23 machine, having disposed of Greg Van Alst. Van Meter now to challenge Timmerman as they go into 1 and 2.
Side by side, Van Meter low, Timmerman on the high side. Exit of turn 2. Timmerman's going to be able to keep his nose in there. In fact, wheel to wheels, they race middle of the back stretch. Van Meter looking to clear him. He will in turn 3. Does not go up the banking. Gives Timmerman room. Now still has him clear and will close the door coming out of 4. Move the 23 of Indianapolis driver Billy Van Meter up to 4th.
Van Meter, a former CRA Fall Brawl winner in the 2014 season here at Lucas Oil Raceway. Up towards the front. Traffic for the first time as Terry Fisher Jr. puts a lap on the number 5 of Reed White. Amor also gets by as well as Jason Atkinson continues to cut into the lead by the pair of the 28s.
He's cutting into it, but not cutting into it extremely quickly. So if he does get to him, I don't know that he's fast enough to really be able to make a run at them, but it could make it more interesting. We're going to see the cross flags this time. It's going to be halfway, 15 laps in. We've got 15 laps to go at the halfway mark of this late model sportsman event.
15 laps remaining in the 2015 racing season for Champion Racing Association as well as for Lucas Oil Raceway. I just saw Tommy Cook make his way down pit road. The 2015 Angola Motorsports Speedway track champion calls it an afternoon.
Fisher, Amor, and Atkinson. 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Running 4th, Van Meter. Running 5th is Timmerman. And 6th, Van Alst. 7th is Thomas. 8th is Broody. 9th is Bishak. As lap traffic moving over to the bottom side. The 13 of Everding moving over for the race leader. The 28 of Fisher. Fisher looks to be pretty comfortable right now, but still just 5 car lengths or so at times. Can't get too comfortable while leading. One little mistake and Sean Amor, Jason Atkinson would be right there.
Top 3 drivers, as you mentioned, separated by a few car lengths apiece. You go distantly back to the 23 of Billy Van Meter, who's in the 4th spot. He has gotten away from Josh Timmerman in 5th. Greg Van Alst has lost some ground in 6th in number 35. Go all the way back to Jared Thomas, making his way through turns 3 and 4. He is in the 7th position. Tony Broody is 8th. 9th spot, last car in the lead lap is the 31 of Derek Bishak as Terry Fisher Jr. slowly closing the gap on your 9th place competitor.
Single file around the Lucas Oil Raceway. As the leaders cross the line, 11 laps to go, 19 complete. A little more traffic ahead for Fisher coming out of turn 2. The 31 of Bishak moves over. Amor's car going away a little bit, falling into the grass with the 7 car of Jason Atkinson.
Atkinson now right on the back bumper of Sean Amor. That is 2nd spot. Atkinson, one of the fastest cars, if not the fastest car on the racetrack right now. And that number 7 machine, your 2015 CRA Late Model Sportsman Series champion, now going to challenge newly crowned Lucas Oil Raceway Stock Car Series champion Sean Amor.
9 laps to go for Fisher. Fisher has won 2 races this season. Lucas Oil Raceway has been both of them. And so he's looking to win his 3rd in a row here at Lucas Oil in the late model sportsman division as the battle for 2nd starts to heat up. Atkinson is there, goes to the inside of Amor, exit of turn number 4. Atkinson, a challenge for 2nd.
A pair of champions from this season looking to make the most of their last race of the 2015 campaign as Jason Atkinson taking a peek to the inside of Sean Amor. Amor with the advantage on the high side, but Atkinson drives it deep into turns 3 and 4. Almost bumped, almost rubbed, coming out of 4 that time by their side by side, heading into 1.
Said that he could get there. It's going to be a little tougher to get by because of the momentum in that outside lane for Amor. Atkinson might have to ruffle a little bit of feathers to make the move. He does get a good run coming off of 2, pulls up door to door again as they go into 3, drives it in hard on the bottom. Can he clear him? No, he cannot. Amor stays on the outside lane exit of 4.
Atkinson now with clear sailing, but Sean Amor trying to regroup, trying to catch back up as he tucks back in behind the 7 of Atkinson. Atkinson now solidly in second with 5.5 laps to go. We'll try to reel in the 28 of Terry Fisher Jr.
While the 2 drivers were battling, they lost some ground to the 28 car of Fisher. If Fisher can keep this race under green with 5 to go, I don't believe there's any way that Atkinson in the 7 can catch him. He really needs a yellow flag to wave, but at this point, everybody kind of spread out around the track. Doesn't look likely to happen.
And the yellow flag hasn't happened all afternoon long here at Lucas Oil Raceway. A rarity to say the least. As this time by, 4 laps to go for Terry Fisher Jr., winner of the last 2 CRA Late Model Sportsman Series races here at Lucas Oil Raceway, looking to three-peat to end the 2015 campaign.
Going to be 3 to go next time by. The 28 car of Fisher, 7 of Atkinson, 28 of Amor, 23 of Van Meter, and the 09 of Timmerman. They are our top 5 cars in the rundown. 27 laps completed the scheduled 30.
And Jason Atkinson doing what he can to try to reel in the 28 of Terry Fisher Jr., but he's simply running out of time. Fisher Jr. making his way down the backstretch. The Fort Wayne, Indiana driver, winner of the Winchester 400 Pole Award last weekend, looking to close a very successful 2015 racing season. 2 laps to go for the Fort Wayne, Indiana driver.
Final 2 laps and less than that now upon us for the 28 of Fisher. Almost can cruise, but he's got 1 more car to get around. It's the 5 moving over. Reed White gets out of the way. Atkinson will have to clear him as well as the white flag waves.
White flag is out. 1 lap to go for Terry Fisher Jr., the 28 machine. Looking to end what has been a very, very successful 2015 campaign for the 29-year-old as he'll go down the backstretch 1 last time.
Heading to turn 3, the co-heating and air conditioning. Gary Crosgrove Painting. Chevrolet number 28, 3rd win in a row at Lucas Oil Raceway from Fort Wayne. Terry Fisher Jr. claims victory at Lucas Oil. 2nd goes to Atkinson. Taking 3rd will be Amor, 4th spot to Van Meter. Finishing 5th will be Timmerman, 6th spot to Van Alst. And last car on the lead lap, finishing in the 7th position, it's going to be the 96 of Jared Thomas. As we wrap up our afternoon racing program here at Lucas Oil Raceway, the Budweiser King of the Track Championship Sunday. Our 80 laps of feature action in the books. All of our heat races complete. And Brian Duncan, the chief starter today, had it easy. Didn't have to wave the yellow flag much. Just waves it there to put him away for the afternoon and for the season. As they pull onto the front stretch to celebrate post-race. Coming up, our top 3 are podium finishers. 3rd place, Sean Amor, top qualifier. Car went away second half of the event. 7 car, Jason Atkinson running strong. He needed a yellow, though, to challenge. And Sean Amor, as he fell back, saw the lead duo get away. 28 of Fisher finding victory lane for a 3rd time in a row.